Hello and welcome back to Cooking with Chef Dama. My name is Irfan Dama and this is Indian Cooking 101. In the last video, I spoke to you about the 7 starter spices that are essential to starting cooking Indian food in your kitchen. In today's video, I'm going to go over the 7 essential ingredients that you will need to cook Indian food. Now, before I go into telling you what these 7 ingredients are, let me explain to you the concept of par stock items. And these 7 ingredients fall into the category of par stock items. And what these are ingredients that you cannot do without in a kitchen. If you run out of these, your kitchen operation will come to a grinding halt. Now, if you use that same chef approach in your kitchen, you view these 7 items as par stock items, as once you are running low, you order them again, you will always have Indian food in your kitchen. So what are these 7 ingredients? Let's go down one by one. First ingredient and the most important, oils and fats. So let me nerd out a little bit over here. What is the difference between oils and fats? Well, they're both cooking mediums. Oils are generally from a plant source and fats are generally from an animal source. Also, oils are usually liquid at room temperature while fats tend to be solid at room temperature. An Indian kitchen cannot do without one or the other. And let me explain why. It's because of a concept known as a tadka. Now, tadka or a chonk, there are many names for it, but it's a technique in which you heat up oil and you introduce spices and aromatics to that oil. The fat-soluble flavor compounds in these ingredients will be infused into the fat, and these flavorings are then transferred to the dish. It's a very important concept in Indian cooking, and we're going to go into it at great length in later classes. So when it comes to oils and fats, which are the most important ones you need to have in your kitchen? Any neutral oil will work, and these neutral oils are canola, safflower, vegetable oil, corn oil. They're usually neutral, refined oils. This is what you need to start at least your cooking journey with. Now, in terms of fats, the king of all fats in an Indian kitchen is, of course, pure ghee. There's nothing like ghee to give your Indian dish that level of finesse and richness that is very hard to capture with any other fat medium. I'm a huge fan of ghee and I am going to be using this in many recipes as we move forward. Also in a later class, I will show you how to make ghee from butter. The next essential kitchen ingredient for Indian cooking, onions. Onions, the most widely cultivated vegetable in the allium family, and what that really means is, I just looked that up on Wikipedia. A lot of cuisines have got what they call the holy trinity ingredients. In Indian food, it's onions, ginger, and garlic. It's my opinion at least. Onions are important in Indian cuisine because in addition to adding flavor, onions become part of the base of a gravy. It is what lends structure to an Indian dish, a curry or a korma or a masala. So if you are going to learn how to cook Indian food, you are going to need to learn your way around an onion. The next essential ingredient in an Indian kitchen is ginger. India is the world's largest producer and consumer of ginger. As I spoke to you about the holy trinity of ingredients, ginger is number 2 in that trinity, and a very essential part of Indian cooking. And ginger finds its uses in medicine as well as in food. And of course, one of the very key ingredients in chai. Good masala chai is not complete without a little bit of ginger in it. Ginger is also a member of the same family as galangal, turmeric, and cardamom. And that made me go, no wonder ginger and cardamom are featured in chai so much. Because when you're having a masala chai, ginger and cardamom are pretty much almost there, and it's because it's a family affair. The next essential kitchen ingredient is garlic. Garlic, also a member of the allium family and a cousin to onion, is a key ingredient in Indian cooking. And in pretty much most recipes for masalas and kormas, you're going to see the combination of onions, ginger with garlic. If you have garlic in your kitchen, you are assured of having Indian food at all times. The next important ingredient in Indian cooking are chilies. India has a love affair with chilies. Either in green, fresh format or dried red format, Indians love their chili. Yet, it's interesting to know that chili, in the grand scheme of things, is kind of like one of those newfangled nouvelle cuisine ingredients, because India did not know what a chili was until America was discovered. Prior to that, the chief spice agent for Indian food was the black pepper. But once trade began to open and chilies were introduced to India, Indian cuisine has never been the same. And now, Indian varieties of chilies are taking over the world, like the Kashmiri chili, or the Bedgi chili, or even the new famous Bhut Jolokia, or ghost chili. These are Indian varieties and they are made popular all over the world. The next important ingredient in Indian cooking is the tomato. It is one of those key essential ingredients because it brings that acidic balance to a dish, but it also brings structure and body, and it does so rather inexpensively. Cannot imagine an Indian kitchen without tomato. You will find tomatoes used in sauces, in gravies, in stir fries, in salads, and my favorite way of consuming it, thinly sliced, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of chaat masala. Very few items can bring such satisfaction. The last ingredient that is essential in an Indian kitchen is cilantro. Why is it called cilantro? Well, in America, it's referred to as cilantro because that is the term used to describe that leaf in Mexico. And since Mexican cuisine is the most influential cuisine in America, the term cilantro just stuck. The rest of the world knows it as coriander leaves because it is literally what it is, the leaf of the coriander seed. I think it is the number one choice of garnish for Indian food, but it is also used extensively in the cooking process, in the building of a masala, in the gravies. Can you do Indian food without cilantro? Well, technically you can. Can you have life without music? Sure. But when you have music in your life, it is so much better. And to me, cilantro is that music to your life. It just wakes things up and makes things so much better. And that is why I say cilantro is one of the key essential ingredients to make Indian food in your kitchen. And that wraps up this video. To summarize, the 7 essential kitchen ingredients to make Indian food are oils and fats, onions, ginger, garlic, chilies, tomatoes, and cilantro. If you have these 7 ingredients combined with your 7 essential starter spices, you can execute pretty much most Indian recipes. My name is Irfan Dama. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing. It is free, but it really helps me out. It also helps you out so you know when the next video is going to be released, especially if you hit that bell icon to be notified for the same. I would love to hear your comments. Let me know if there are any other ingredients that you think are essential to Indian cooking. I always appreciate your likes. They really help me out. I will see you in the next video. See you then.